All right, so this is going to be the most special video that I've ever put out on this channel. And the reason why it's so special, we will only know in 12 months. It's either going to be the smartest, biggest brain, most awesome play that's printed me tens of millions of dollars and having me flying around private, driving my Lambos and Ferraris, depending on what day of the week it is, or it's going to be special because it's like, that wasn't such a good idea and I was so sure of it at the time. And the only way we're going to find out is to make the play and wait 12 months. So I want to show you what play I'm making in order to try and legit. The numbers, whatever I put in this thumbnail and title, they're not exaggerated. The projections here are tens of millions of dollars if this play is correct, and I want to share it with you. And so I'm going to break down the exact figures that I've got blurred out here at the end of the video so you see exactly what the projections are. But let me first give you context. Let me first give you the reason why I want to make a play like this. Morad, must stop Morad on Twitter. He is the face of meme coins at the moment. He has such high conviction, and he thinks that we are in 2025 in a once in a decade opportunity. Now, I'm biased, guys. Normally, I'm like the journalist here who's trying to report all the top influencers and all the big crypto people and trying to do it from like a very level, unbiased head, but I'm going to be upfront here. Disclaimer, I 100% believe in Morad's conviction, and so I agree with him. I think 2025 is literally going to be a once-in-a-decade opportunity. It's going to be the roaring 20s, the decade of the roaring 20s compressed into one single year. Morad again says, everything is going according to plan. Believe in something. 2025 is when the parabolic moves will happen. And his thesis, if you're not aware of it yet, is that back in 2017, that bull run was the altcoins, Ethereum, the computational blockchain, ICOs. The second bull run in 2021 over COVID was DeFi, GameFi, alts and layer ones, things like Polkadot, things like Avalanche. NFTs obviously went absolutely crazy, and metaverse tokens, even Facebook changing their name to Meta. Now, he believes that in 2025 and late 2024, which we've already seen, meme coins are going to dominate the narrative and just be so exponentially massive. You can see this arrow's drawn all the way up to the $1 trillion market cap level. And it's going to look like this, once again, according to Morad, who could not be higher conviction in this play. Bitcoin's going to 3x basically in 2025. ETH is going to 4x. Solana's going to 5x. Some top altcoins with some utility are going to 10x. But the top meme coins of the cycle are the ones that are going to be the ones buying our private jets if it pays off. 100x plus. And so let's break down why this thesis is actually plausible and why do I personally also agree with it. All right, so I'm zoomed in on a particular coin. I'm not going to tell you what the coin is, but I can also zoom out over here on the left-hand side and you can see the market cap on the right. So it's accumulating down here about the $500 million level. You can see it actually spiked up very quickly to the 2 billion and came back and kept accumulating in the hundreds of millions, about 250 mil, all the way up to the $500 million level. I can keep coming back and you can see the dates down here from the 15th of July 2015, all the way up to 2020. You can see July 2020. This is what the graph looked like. It looks like it spiked, had its day in the spotlight, and then come down and just sat here. Well, let me show you what's happened after July 2020. I'm going to keep expanding this graph. Look at this massive jump. This token spiked to a $10 billion market cap after it looked like it had already done its thing and played out. Then look what happened next. I'm sorry if I'm making this a little bit hard to follow, but that's a $10 billion jump. Zooming out again, up to a $40 billion jump. Zooming out again, up to a 70, 80, actually topped out at a $90 billion spike right there. If you don't know what it is, we can zoom out and show that this is the Dogecoin meme coin. And down here is where we were zoomed in on this tiny little thing. That's a $1 billion market cap down there. The theory is, Morad thinks the top meme coins are in that exact moment at the end of 2024 and 2025, the top meme coins, not all meme coins. We're going to go into specific meme coins in a second, which ones I'm personally going to be buying. But he thinks the top cults, the top meme coins are about to explode up to 100x what they're currently at now, even though a lot of them are in the hundreds of millions or even the $1 billion level market caps. And this is interesting. This is just an addition for me. You can see that Dogecoin it's even popped back up almost to all-time highs, about 2/3 all-time highs here at a $62 billion market cap, but the attention is not here yet. The mainstream and the retail have not returned, but the price has. So just imagine once all these people come back. The theory is that we are so early in this super cycle. People have PTSD that this is the top, but Morad thinks, no guys, we are not even 1% through the volume that we're going to be seeing once retail really returns. Morad says people's egos will be their biggest enemy. They'll avoid buying $500 million coins, like we're about to talk about. Dogecoin, we're sitting at that $500 million level, and instead choose to shop for $5 million ones, which I must confess, I also do. I look for the 500K to $5 million market cap levels because it seems in my head that they have higher upside. 100x on 5 mil is 500 mil. To get 100x on a $500 million token, it needs to go to $50 billion, which is higher than the current price of Dogecoin. But Morad says, in the meantime, the $500 million coin will run to 50 bill while the $5 million coins run to 0. Study critical mass. He says people don't understand that the best meme coins of this cycle are going to 20 bill to $100 billion market caps. Doge went from 94 billion during a non-meme cycle. Remember, I showed you the graph at the start. Doge went up in the layer ones and the metaverse and the DeFi bull market. And Morad's theory is that this market is the meme coin market. So imagine how high tokens can go if one meme coin went to 94 billion in not a meme coin supercycle. We're about to enter the parabolic phase of the meme coin supercycle, year 4. Adjust your targets. Top meme coins are still 50 to 150x undervalued, which why this number is so impressive, if true, is because the size of these meme coins, you can move large amounts of money in and out because they have liquidity. Where if you're trying to move large amounts of money in and out of a $5 million market cap coin, you're going to tank and buy up too much of the stock, and then people are going to be scared that you're a whale and you're going to dump on them. So that is why it's a massive opportunity, according to Morad, and I personally agree for myself. Once again, I don't need you to buy any of these tokens. For us to get to a $100 billion market cap, we're going to need almost everybody and their entire family to be buying into these, which is the thesis. So don't think I'm trying to shill these to you. Please know I want you to not buy these coins unless you personally think that this is a good idea and you have the risk tolerance, because I don't care if my investments goes to 0. You need that in order to be able to sleep during 2025, because I'm going to show you there's going to be some crazy pullbacks. Meme coins are solving the loneliness epidemic. The value that is yet to be unlocked is in the order of trillions, guys, trillions of dollars. The cynics will scoff while the believers will make millionaires. This is what we're trying to cash in on right here. Few understand, many will. Alex Becker, who we cover a lot on the channel. Basically, if you haven't seen our channel before, we take the top influencers, we take the best traders in the world, we track their wallets, we track their portfolios, we track their socials, and we see what they're trading so we can copy trade them and get the same results for themselves. Because I'm personally definitely not an expert. You might be an expert, but I mean, you're watching me. So if that is you, stop watching me and go trade using your expertise. But we want to look at people like Alex Becker, people like Morad, people like Gigachad, who have turned thousands of dollars into millions, and copy trade them. Becker says, I believe Must Stop Morad is correct. Bitcoin is going to go do crazy numbers. Doge will cross the $100 billion likely during this time. It's very reasonable we'll see several of the $500 million to $2 billion meme coins chase Doges and hit $10 to $30 billion or more. It is almost a sure thing if the bull run continues. Now, what's scaring people off are some big time pullbacks. And even right now, we're in a pullback, which I've been waiting for in order to make my move. Morad says Popcat, which is one of his 10 top meme coin tokens. Nothing we haven't seen before. Business as usual. $5 short-term target remains intact. You can see the graph of Popcat is down 65% since November in the last month. And people are like, well, that was it for those meme coins. Well, Morad says it's gone down 80% back in July-ish, 71% back in June-ish, and then down 80% in May-ish. And this is just the way that these top tokens perform. They need to shake out people who don't believe in the narrative, who don't believe in the mission, have them make their profit, sell to these new people who are coming in, who's going to distribute the token into more hands. And these people are going to have a higher and higher price target because they're getting in later and later, and a stronger conviction because there's more people shelling them these tokens. And Morad had a very good reply to Income Sharks, who, this is literally 4 hours ago, said, you can hate me all you want, but every top signal has been hit for memes. The amount of crazy millionaire stories, 7 and 8 figure profit and losses, the celeb coins, the rugs, the scams, the dilution, the media attention, the pump fund top, the soul bleed out, the lawsuits, Peter Schiff, etc. Morad came in, absolute full conviction, full composure, and says, Meme top won't happen until 11 to 12 figure profit and losses. Very few understand, but many eventually will. I personally would like to understand by being one of those people to cash in on an 11 or 12 figure profit or loss. That'd be insane. So very important to recognize. Morad doesn't think all meme coins will win. He doesn't think most meme coins will win. He thinks there's going to be 25, maybe 50 meme coins total that are going to be printing these millionaires. He says more and more people will begin to understand that cultishness is the biggest driver of value. He's really brought this term into the meme coin world, talking about cults, and he likens it to cults in crypto of the past. Bitcoin is a cult. The dinosaur cults, what he's now referring to, XRP, Cardano, Link, Doge, all these people I talk to in the street, whenever we talk about cryptocurrency and they're not in crypto, they all hold these dinosaur cults because that was what was cool. That was the narrative back when they got in either 4 or 8 years ago. But he says the new cults, and these are the ones that people are going to be jumping on all at once, are the SBX, the Giga, the MOG, the APU, the Popcat, the Bitcoin, with Retardio. He's got 2 others, which we're going to go through in just a second. But why these tokens? We have a lot of Morad videos on this channel. I'm not going to break down exactly why he's picked these 10 tokens in this one, but put as simply as possible. Decentralization is what he measures. His profile image here is literally the ideal token distribution of a cryptocurrency, a meme coin. And a lot of cryptos, especially ones with utility or gaming tokens, will have like 40% to the team and then 20% to marketing. And there'll be these big chunks. And Morad's like, no, we want everyone to have the thinnest of thin slice of pies so no one can tank the market. And the more people who are holding these tokens, the more people are out there promoting them or making money off them and then telling their friends, and all their friends are jumping in. Remember, he said study critical mass. He wrote, "This is the most important meme coin statistics table I've ever compiled. Do not trust any one metric. How about 9? Measuring decentralization of top meme coins from 9 different angles. The blockchain doesn't lie." We've gone through this in a different video, but you can see these are 9 different ways to measure distribution, and you can see the tokens that he invests in are the ones that perform the highest on these tests. Now, if you haven't seen his 10 tokens before, this is the official list here. So meme coins are the main narrative of this cycle. The winning strategy: buy and hold meme coins with the most passionate, hardcore communities. The parabolic moves will occur in 2025. You got SBX, Giga, MOG, APU, Popcat, Bitcoin, Sonic Inu, not actual Bitcoin, Retardio, Lock-in, Mini, and USA Coin. And before I tell you which 2 of these tokens I'm going to be buying with what I would personally call size, plus another token that's not on this list that I'm going to be buying with size, plus a brand new token, relatively brand new token, that Morad has followed the founder of. It's a meme coin. So that's coming up. But I wanted to share that our brand new software that we've been working for 6 months on. We have such an incredible team and we're continuing to work on this product. His name is Archie, and he allows you to buy any meme coin on the Solana blockchain from inside the Telegram app. So whether you use it on your phone or your computer, it's going to make it really simple for you to buy and sell Solana tokens, trade your meme coins, or buy and hold your Morad meme coins all within the palm of your hand in a very beautiful user interface. In fact, I want to show you how simple it is to come and buy something like Giga. So Gigachad is one of the tokens that Morad loves. I'm inside my Archie app inside Telegram. I simply click buy on the token. I can either paste the ticker address or type in and search for the token I want. You can see this is Gigachad. I can verify it on Dex Screener to make sure it's the right token if I want. So this is at a $466 million market cap. You can zoom out on the graph here and you can see it's had a nice pullback recently. In fact, a very nice pullback recently, which, spoiler alert, this is one that I do want to get into at size. But you can see you can buy as much Solana as you want. You can click custom buy if you want a custom buy amount, but we can just buy 3 Solana together. So Archie's going to go find the best route on the blockchain and process that instantly. So you can see we just bought $610 of Giga. Now, there's some really awesome features that we're currently building, including trailing stop losses. We're running everything past our legal team. That's honestly our bottleneck at the moment with what features we are legally allowed to add, because we are an officially licensed Australian crypto exchange. And we want to make sure that we stay out of jail, but we've got some cool giveaways planned, awesome features planned. We're literally working on this, trying to make it the best way possible out of all wallets out there to buy and sell crypto, and we're working on it every single day. So if you enjoy the channel and you trade meme coins, please come and try out Archie. You can simply go to the website, click download Archie AI. We just passed our 300 funded users, so thank you everybody who signed up and using it, and we are listening to your feedback. We want to build this as a community to make it the best way to buy and sell meme coins, or any coin really, on the Solana blockchain. Okay, so this is Zappa, and the website's playing up a little bit. You can see this is Morad, Morad, who has the meme coin Thesis, 11 doxed wallets. And you can see he's put his money where his mouth is for the 10 tokens that he says he loves. You can see SPX, he's got $20 million worth. Giga, he's got $3.26 million worth. I believe this is a scammy spam coin, so don't look at that. Retardio, Popcat, Mog, Bitcoin. He's got hundreds of thousands of dollars worth for a net worth of $29 million minus that $3 million. Here, about $26 million worth of these tokens. He thinks that he's going to be the first meme coin billionaire from this portfolio. And so come and choose what Morad tokens you personally want to trade. I've chosen 2 that I really like. And the first one is his highest conviction, the one he holds $20 million worth of. It's called the SPX 6900. And its plan is to flip the stock market in value. It's currently valued at $616 million, fully diluted $662 million. It's had an insane run up recently, which is why Morad's got $20 million worth of this token. But you can see it's in the accumulation zone, sitting there under the $1 billion market cap. And Morad says that this token will be the first ever. Actually, I don't know if he said first ever, but he thinks this token will cross $100 billion market cap. And he thinks this is going to be the #1 meme coin of the entire cycle. He says it's the #1 movement coin in the world. This is the end game, the only coin with a clear mission to flip the stock market. If you don't know how big the stock market, guys, is, it's $50 trillion, which means that the SPX 6900 has the highest mimetic ceiling in the world, which is trillions. Stop trading and believe in something. This is his #1 conviction. So I personally am moving $100,000 into SPX 6900. I'm going to show you how much I project to make off a move like that at the end of this video. But first, I want to show you the second coin that I'm also going to be getting into. And it just happens, funny enough, to be Morad's second biggest hold. But I really like this movement. I really like the pro-workout, pro-healthy lifestyle, pro-wholesome masculinity movement, especially with Trump going into office and with Elon, and everyone's trying to build and accelerate and become the best versions of themselves again. I love the Gigachad meme, and it's currently at a $456 million market cap, fully diluted $490 million market cap. It's had a nice pullback from that $730 million. And Morad thinks that the top of this, the projection, is $50 billion market cap. He says the #1 masculinity coin in the world, the big one, a highly spiritually empowering and motivating meme. People will buy what they like at the emotional level. This coin inspires me as it does millions of others. And he says Giga will be the biggest meme coin on Solana by the end of 2025, which is huge. I think WIF is probably the, I believe WIF is the biggest meme coin on Solana. And it just got listed on Coinbase. Gigachad token on Solana blockchain, $50 billion plus. And so I'm also going to be moving 100,000 Australian dollars into Gigachad. I'm going to do 100K into SPX, 100K into Gigachad. The third one, weirdly, is actually not a Morad token. And let me explain my thesis here. I'm going to be moving 100K also into Brett, which is at a $1.29 billion market cap. 1.3 fully diluted market cap. Again, this pullback is sort of why I'm trying to make these moves into these tokens, because they've all pulled back. This one's almost pulled back 50% to a 1.3. Obviously, we just went through that $1 billion market cap. You can see it's on the base blockchain, but I've got lots of videos on this channel talking about Brett in detail. Let me give you the cliff notes of why I've chosen this, even though it's not a Morad token. I believe that this is going to be a fill-in official token of the base chain. It's going to be the mascot, the #1 meme coin on base. Once it's listed on Coinbase and Coinbase grows to over 100 million people, they can all buy it in one click. I believe it could quickly gobble up the tens of billions of dollars of market cap. And I believe I've got this thesis from a guy called Crashes Clay, who put $15,000 into Brett, and it's now worth $15 million. He thinks he can get to over a $50 million in one single trade. Documented, it was all on his channel. But the theory here is Coinbase is the second biggest way that people are moving fiat into crypto. And if you can get on Coinbase and you can be the #1 meme on base, you can blow up to that $100 billion level. Again, we've got more videos on this channel talking about Brett if you want to go deeper into my thesis there, but I'll be moving 100 grand into that. Now, I've made this sheet that I showed you at the start. because a lot of people think that these tokens have realized their potential. And guys, they might be right. They might absolutely crash down to zero from here. But if Morad is right and the projections on 2025 is right, and Morad's projections are here on how high he thinks these tokens can go. This is Crash Clay's projection, which is 100 billion, 50 billion, and $100 billion market cap, respectively, for the three tokens. This is their current market cap. This is how realized they are. So Brett is apparently only at 1.2% of how high it could possibly go if Crash Clay's thesis is true. Meaning, if you invest $1,000 into each of these tokens, you can come away with $361,000 if the thesis plays out. If you put $10,000 into each of these tokens, you can come away with $3.6 million. Again, huge asterisk if the thesis plays out and you sell at the top. If you can put 100 grand into each of these tokens, which is what I'm planning to do, because the asymmetric risk reward, because worst case scenario, what if they just double? What if I could just make 300 grand? And if it goes to zero, okay, I'll just work harder and make it back. But the chance to make $36 million of a 300 grand investment over 2025, because I also, like you, I like buying and selling the $5 million market caps, and I'm going to be doing a lot of content on that. We're going to be using Archie, making the best way to buy and sell, and try to flip and day trade, making 100 grand in a day or making 200 grand in a day. But I want this $300,000 to be working for me on the side, heading north into the millions of dollars and potentially even outstripping my active trading. But I like to play both sides of the fence. Now, lastly, the token that Morad went and followed the founder of, which is a new token. I'm an investor in this token. It's crossed the $100 million market cap already. It's not a tiny one, but Ron's Basement. If you haven't heard of Unicorn Fart Dust, it's this really wholesome guy who live streams. He used to trade, he's like in the boomer sort of demographic. He used to trade gold, he used to trade silver, and he's just a really authentic, wholesome guy who looks like the perfect guy to lead a meme coin token. He's called it Unicorn Fart Dust because that's what he believed, I think, crypto was. It was nothing. It was so transient and you couldn't put your finger on it. But he launched this meme coin and it went into the hundreds of millions. I think it topped out at about $250 or $280 million. But why this is interesting to me, I actually got in at $20 million. I did a video on it recently if you want to go watch that. If you have a look at who's following Ron's Basement, who is the leader of this movement, it is Morad. Morad is constantly looking for new meme coin tokens. I don't know if he's going to buy any new ones or if he's just going to hide his 10 convictions, but he did weeks in the trenches looking for the best cult communities, the most authentic leaders, and maybe something like UFD could be the next one that Morad is looking at getting into. Again, it's all speculation, but if you like tracking the best traders in the world and the biggest influence in the world, people who can make $100 million or $1 billion difference in a token just by talking about it, you should check out our inner circle because we track the wallets like Morad. So if you ever bought a new token or a new meme coin with a lower market cap on either Solana or Ethereum, you'd get a push notification sent to your phone so you can get in before he publicizes it on Twitter or YouTube. We do the same for Crypto God John, Alex Becker, Elliot Wyman, House of Crypto, Peter from House of Crypto, our own inner circle. We have a $50K to a $5 million challenge going on inside our inner circle at the moment. It's currently over the 100K mark, and you'll get an alert anytime we buy or sell a new token in that challenge. Carl Chassis, Miles Deutscher, Andrew Tate, Elon Musk, people who can move markets with one tweet. We have their wallets, we have their portfolios, so we can copy trade them and get the exact same results that they get for ourselves, democratizing the gains in this cycle. So if that's interesting to you, check out our inner circle. The link for that is in the description below. Thanks so much for being a part of this community. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video.